I went to a free sales seminar a couple of weeks ago. It was pretty basic stuff, but it was still very useful. The first half we did straightforward rapport exercises. Rapport is extremely important, but it's also very dangerous. It's dangerous because it's easy to understand, it's easy to learn, and it's easy to talk about, which means it's very easy to forget this. If you don't create rapport, you can't persuade anybody to do anything. And the more deeply you can create rapport, the easier any conversation will be with anybody about anything. There was this one weird guy that had this very, very crazy skill. There are some people that can listen to you speak and then finish your sentence before you do. This guy was kind of like that, but he would say your sentence, but he would say it before you even started speaking. It was like this guy could read your thoughts exactly. This guy knows exactly what's going on inside your mind. We did another exercise in another place that was much more powerful and much more of a subconscious persuasion about how important rapport really is. The second night we were hanging out in the hotel lobby bar, kind of just talking about the stuff we had learned in the seminar, having drinks, getting hammered late into the night. This one lady told us that she was a professional psychic, but she said that being a psychic, being able to read other people's minds, being able to implant thoughts into other people's minds had nothing to do with paranormal ability. It was all about rapport. Your thoughts are connected to your brain. Your brain is connected to your body. The process is very simple. First, turn off your mind completely. Empty your brain completely so that it is an open and pure vessel. And then get into deep rapport with somebody, anybody. If you have emptied your mind completely, and if you are in a deep enough rapport, your thoughts will match exactly what their thoughts are automatically. Kind of like a membrane between two wave tables. The waves on one side will create identical waves on the other side. Through the membrane, your mind is the wave table. The rapport between your mind and their mind is the membrane. And once you can create following rapport, you can slightly shift into leading rapport. It takes practice, but you can start to lead their thoughts. What you think, they'll think. What you want, they'll want. What you crave, they'll crave. She demonstrated this over and over and over. We would pick somebody at random across the street and we would tell her what we wanted her to think. She would implant that thought into her mind. And then she would come in and talk to us and demonstrate this perfectly. She said that the hardest part is being able to empty your mind. That most people have too many worries and anxieties and stresses. But if you can manage to empty your mind, that will be the hardest part. The rest will be easy. If you can do that, then being able to implant thoughts is the next easy step. We had to get into pairs and choose two topics. One was something we absolutely disagreed on. The next was one we absolutely agreed on. Then we had to create as deep rapport as we could and talk about the topic that we disagreed on, and then the opposite way with the other way. This was absolutely deep and subconscious proof that rapport energy is much more important than the surface structure conversational topic. Even though we were talking about a subject that we agreed on, we almost got into a fight because of our confrontational energy. It was impossible to maintain a steady thought stream with this weirdo staring at you and speaking your thoughts out loud as you thought them. It was like a weird form of weaponized rapport. Rapport so deep yet so confrontational it would scramble your brain. I would imagine it would be very terrible if you were stuck in an interrogation room with this guy for an hour. You would undoubtedly go insane and probably never be able to think normally again, which means that your mind is now ripe for re-imprinting, an open vessel with whatever ideas they want you to believe this is true.